Welcome back to the channel, my fellow tech and laptop aficionados. And while I briefly walk you through Alienware's update to their almost iconic 34-inch ultra-wide OLED, I can finally give you all of our measurements alongside my personal subjective impressions after using this puppy for the past few weeks. And while the new iteration comes with an all-new panel type, it cannot quite keep up when it comes to features with some of its contenders that bet on similar display technologies and have been announced at Computex as well. But the big focus of Dell's gaming division was delivering as much eye candy as possible while also keeping the overall value situation in check. Now, I don't want to say this one is cheap, but with what it brings to the table, it is pretty affordable, and without any real major downsides, it might be the perfect upgrade for your desktop or laptop setup, especially given how expensive things have become in 2026. So how about we get into it and see what you can expect from the AW3426DW. While I did already walk you through everything the 34-inch Alienware display has on offer when it comes to its overall features and its exterior in our first impressions video, let me give you a quick refresher. So we are talking about a 34-inch QD-OLED panel with a resolution of 3440 by 1440 with a 280Hz refresh rate, and it supports AMD's FreeSync Premium Pro, VESA Adaptive Sync, and it's NVIDIA G-Sync compatible. The stand allows for a suitable range of motion considering the size of the panel and keeps the display in place without a problem, unless you slam your desk hard enough regularly when your enemies click on your head faster than you can return the favor in those sweaty multiplayer matches. In the connectivity department, you get a pair of HDMIs, a single display port, and a USB upstream port to feed the USB-A and C connectors on the front lip of the monitor. I would have personally wished for a USB-C display and data connection, which is especially handy as a laptop user, but considering the price here, it definitely is something I can live with. Alright, that's the spec sheet. So how did the panel do in our measurements? In the contrast department, you get the usual OLED effect, and the new panel not only completely eliminates text fringing, which plagued earlier generations of QD-OLEDs for some users, but also bumps up the brightness. And while Alienware did claim 300 nits for SDR, we have been able to measure 330 nits for a full white image. Factory calibration is okay, but if you really want to use the massive canvas for more advanced photo or video editing, you can improve color reproduction quite a bit with a manual calibration. And thanks to the addition of a creator mode that lets you limit colors to sRGB, for example, the 34-inch is also a great tool for video editing, and I did grade quite a few of our videos on this one. Just one thing I noticed, with G-Sync activated, I got some flicker in Resolve occasionally. It wasn't a problem with other applications, and just turning off Adaptive Sync while I was editing completely fixed the issue, but I still thought it might be something you guys should be aware of. Of course, this one was designed for gaming though, so how about we see what you can expect for the HDR story game aficionados amongst you guys. And while Alienware claimed up to 1300 nits peak for a 3% window, I was able to confirm those numbers without a problem once I switched to the corresponding setting in the OSD and deactivated Dolby Vision. And what can I say, the numbers translate very nicely into your actual experience, and I had a ton of fun in something like Death Stranding 2, 007 First Light, and you bet I'm taking this one for a spin with Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. But especially in something like Death Stranding, where you have all those glowing sci-fi its and bits and those simply gorgeous sunsets, the overall brightness headroom you have for those glaring highlights combined with the immersive overall form factor, well, it's definitely quite the experience. If you prefer things a bit faster, you get the typical almost instantaneous response times we're used to by now with self-emitting display tech, and it doesn't matter if it's Fortnite or CS2. If you like the form factor, the AW3426DW is an incredibly versatile display for almost all genres. And if you really want to get in there, Alienware also includes an esports mode. You know, if you just want to turn off most of the display area you actually paid for. This being an OLED, PWM is of course a thing, and we measured a frequency of 280 Hz, which isn't very high, so if you are sensitive towards flickering displays, you might better want to check out this one in person before pulling the trigger. So yeah, there will be monitors that offer a similar overall display experience, like the AW3426DW, and some of them will ship with more connectivity, fancy software features and higher refresh rates. But when it comes to the combination of value and eye candy, I would say the Alienware is really tough to beat right now. And with this one you get a simply amazing display experience for all kinds of games, for everything productivity related, thanks to the new sub-pixel layout that completely eliminates color fringing, and the 34-inch also makes for a great option for creators without completely breaking the bank. But please folks, let me know what you think about this one and whether a display upgrade is due for your setup, given that screens seems to be the only thing that get better and more affordable this year. Make sure to leave your sub and like on your way out, and maybe check out some of our other display or laptop reviews on the channel. Thanks a ton for watching folks, my name is Alex, you have been absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.